Hey everybody, it's day 12 and we are headed out of the Dillon Silverthorne area and up through Steamboat Springs and Hayden. Hayden is where I grew up, and so we're going through that area today, probably shooting for Dinosaur National Monument tonight to camp out, and so we'll see what the day brings. Historic downtown Steamboat Springs. It's very Old West feeling. Hasn't changed much since I was a kid. There's a few new buildings, or a few new additions to buildings. Of course, the stores are all different, but the buildings are all pretty well the same. So. Here's FM Light and Sons that we've been seeing all the signs for. It's a little Western store. I've been in there. So there were antique shops and little cute stores and restaurants, so that part hasn't changed. It's still very touristy. And it's stinky as you get down towards this end, because there's sulfur springs right at this end. And we used to call it Fart Park, because we were very mature kids. See? Do you smell it?
No.
Oh, just starting to get a whiff of it. That is the end of town. There used to be a little ice cream shop in this building. And here's Fart Park.
Sulfur springs.
Sulfur, yeah. It's sulfury there. Ducks swim in it, so I guess they're fine. And one time in 6th grade, we came down to Steamboat and toured the sewage treatment facility, and one of my classmates spotted a $20 bill in the solid waste, and he reached in and grabbed it.
Yuck.
And
that'd be a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a lot of money. So the teacher went in the bathroom and washed it off, and we stopped and got ice cream for the whole class.
Oh. Jeez.
I know, very resourceful.
With some poop money.
With some poop money. Made us all happy. Yeah, $20 is enough to buy the whole class ice cream.
Jeez.
Well, there were only I think there were 16 of us or 14 of us or something. It was a small class, but still. So we're going to take it right here, and this is called Morgan Bottom.
It's a dirt road.
It's a dirt road. Can you handle it? So
off-route.
So this is Morgan Bottom Road, and there's a little Morgan Bottom
recalculation
falls up there, up to the right here somewhere, but it's on private property now, so you can't get to it. But this eventually goes to Hayden also, but we're not going to go the whole way on the back road like that. But there is, just shortly up here, there is a big chokecherry bush right on the right side of the road. And this is always the place that my brain goes to when we talk about my dad. And so I don't know why that is, because it's not like we ever had any major childhood memories here. But something in my psyche and tells me that this might be the place where his body is. So Gayle from the future here. That's a really weird statement, so I want to back up a little and explain. So in 1995, my dad was living in Hayden. He was actually the mayor, and he disappeared without a trace in February. We found his truck about 3 weeks later in the Utah desert, but there's never been a trace of him. So we suspect foul play or accidental maybe, but somebody had to have found his truck and driven it out there. So I mean, somebody knows something somewhere. So it's a long story. So we'll make it short here. I'm going to link our Facebook page for him down below and some additional information. So if you'd like to understand more about it, and probably in the future, I'll do a video about it. It's a long story, so I don't need to get into it here. Going to Hayden that day was a bit emotional for me. It had been a while since I'd been there, and just driving around just always brings up all those emotions. So, I mean, it's a super weird thing to have someone go missing. It's not something you get over easily, and it's been 27 years, but it's still raw sometimes. So, back to the video. Welcome, hunters. So hunting is a big deal here, and we used to get like 2 days off of school or 3 days off of school for hunting break. Get like a fall break to go hunting.
Some interesting homes.
Yeah, sure is. I want to stop and get you a coffee. There's an espresso place.
Yeah, fine.
Are you sure?
Unless you want one.
Yeah, I would take a coffee. There's an espresso place. Let's go there. And then I'll because I'm going to drive you around a little more than you probably want.
No, mate, where's McDonald's at?
Route recalculation.
I don't even know if
Take
there's
the
a
next
restaurant
left
in this
onto West
town.
Lincoln
Some
Avenue.
snowmobiles. Oh, look at this place.
Yeah, this is the Greenery.
Route
Brewing company. Oh,
recalculation.
wow. This is like
Take the next right onto North Spruce Street.
this is way fancier than it used to be.
Wow.
This just used to be where you used to buy your pet food and your animal feed and all that. So that's crazy. Is this the coffee spot? This is a winery.
That's a winery.
Oh, that's
Oh, it
just
says
coffee.
Coffee there too, huh?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. So they're using the old co-op signs as their menu board, which is really cool. There's Mike. So this is known as the co-op when we were kids, and it's a granary. And there's the old custom feed Hayden Grain Company. And the train tracks run right behind here. And it used to be a little store, just a little country store for animal feed and other products like that. And we used to come here once in a while. So they've turned it into this little coffee shop, kind of part-time winery. And then they're looking to turn it into more of a community gathering center. It's really cool. It's a really nice reuse of the space of this super historical kind of area. And obviously it's not being used as a granary anymore. It's nice that they could use that as something else. Here, go inside real quick. Where I went in to use the bathroom and I was like, oh man, this is so cool. So they haven't done a whole lot here, just squeezed in a bathroom. And there are these lots of old stuff. And lots of old timbers in here. Look at those columns. Like five true 2x wide. That's cool. And then it looks like they're trying to make this into a gathering space. Oh, look at that. Probably one of the, maybe not original windows, old windows, looking out onto the railroad tracks. And then this nice big gathering space. This is super cool. It used to be storage. Look at all that woodwork. That's beautiful. Wow. And a little toilet. Nobody needs a toilet tour. All kinds of industrial stuff. I'm guessing used to be for grain. Probably for filling grain bags and stuff. And then the back part of the coffee shop, they've turned into, kind of reused the space and covered it over. I'm assuming covered it over. I don't know, I don't really know what this looked like before, but what a wonderful idea. They used to put an ice skating rink out here. One of the neighbors just used to let their sprinkler run and put an ice skating rink in. And then I don't know which one was the Hinkles. Cheryl will know. She'll look at the video. She'll know. And then that one is newer. That one wasn't there when we lived here because they had a guy in a fifth wheel living here. And here's ours. Here's the Grobies. It's like they haven't even really done anything to them. Yeah, it's crazy.
Update the roofs and that stuff. Some of them are a little updated, like that one right here. That's a double wide there.
Double wide. I can't remember. It might have been a double wide. I think there have been a few moved in and out. Like you kind of knew most everybody in the neighborhood, and some people, like the Grobies next to us were related to the Blees, whose daughter disappeared when I was a kid, and they lived down the way, and then the were at the end, and they still live there. That's still the house.
Wow. Jeez, keep it in the family.
Yeah, I guess so. That's crazy. Might still be the same people. Who knows? Public workshop. Oh, and then the sewage treatment facility is right across the way there. So that's what we grew up smelling sometimes. Oh, I don't even know what I'm looking at right here. So that brick, I don't even know if it's the same building, but this is where I went to 4th and 5th grade, and this is where Cheryl went to elementary school. So it was just this front building from where it says Hayden Valley Schools. So all the rest of it is new. All right, so we just set up camp at Dinosaur National Monument.
Oh, we gotta clean the windshield.
The windshield is super dirty, super buggy. And we are driving out to see some petroglyphs and take a little trail and before we eat dinner. So we just got through swimming in the Green River for a minute.
Here's the teardrop guy.
And Mike's making fun of everybody in the campsite, as per usual. Blue Mountain, or Josie's Ranch and Petroglyphs. So this is the non-high clearance road to the left, and this is the
Cars not advised.
no trailers. Okay.
Oh.
So, but if we want to go see the petroglyphs, we have to go left.
Oh, well, we want to see Blue Mountain or petroglyphs?
Well, I don't know. It's up to you. Both. We can four-wheel drive first. All right. Maybe we should turn around since we can see as far out as we can drive, probably as far as we can see. We can see Colorado. The map is like straight road forever. Might be a good idea to turn around at this point. You know I get hangry too, so. Pretty out there, but it is super smoky and hazy. Yeah, on a clear day, this would be amazing. Look at these tiny little flowers. Look at these little desert flowers. They're so little. Look how little they are. That's my finger right next to them. Here's our campsite. Mike says if he doesn't have to do anything, he's happy. Well, there's our Jeep. There are the restrooms, which is nice. They're close. There's this cool old tree. I like the tree. So there's a little campsite. The river's beyond. And we are cooking up some sweet and sour chicken. Not from scratch, but from a frozen bag, which is fine. There's some rice under there. And you can hear the farmer across the river running a tractor. And we really hope he doesn't run that all night. And that maybe we can just hear the sound of the river and the little bugs or whatever. Good morning. It is day 13. And there's my bandit husband.
Hello.
Looking anonymous.
Yeah.
And we are at the quarry exhibit.
It's like 68 degrees, but feels like 88.
Yeah, true. At Dinosaur National Monument. And it's a little hazy, but otherwise, gorgeous day. And I hope this place lives up to my childhood remembrances. And here we are, the big exhibit hall. It's a lot of dinosaur bones. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's like a whole spinal cord.
It's part of the rock, huh?
Yeah, this is where they found them. Yeah. And then they just started excavating them, and I'm sure they excavated out a bunch and then left. I mean, there's probably more back there. That vertebrae right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. It's huge. So they only discovered these a little over 100 years ago, and people started coming in right away to see them. I remember them still excavating, and they say on the side the excavation was complete in 1992. Because I remember coming here and they were still excavating.
Well, here from the early 1950s to the early 1990s, excavation focused on only just enough rock.
Yeah. So when we came here as kids, they were still working on those.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I feel old now. And now we're headed downstairs. You know, a little closer look, up close and personal. It's the big wall of dinosaur bones.
Yeah, they got tie-outs up there too, pulleys, so you can
Oh yeah.
climb them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
Why don't they pull off some of this rock here?
I don't know. I remember this guy. Amorosaurus femur. That's big. Gotta get some perspective. It's big. Alright. Well, did you see enough dinosaur bones?
Wow.
Okay.
How come they haven't gone any farther than this?
I think they found most of them. There's, you can turn around, look cute. Look cute.
Cute. I'm smiling.
Oh, me too. Can't you tell? It's a big wall behind me. Look at that. Ooh, it's way up there.
That's a lot of work though. They had the bore holes and
That looks like
lots of
it
stuff away.
took 100 years. Almost. Here's the river. That's this quiet, calm section of the river. We were on a section that had kind of little rapids. It was cooking. Like these flowers. The bees were all over these this morning. They just have weird little bugs all over them. Good morning.
Morning.
This is day 14, and we forgot to clean the windshield. Clearly, gross. But we're making a quick half-hour jaunt over to Shoshone Falls to see the falls, and then to Twin River. Twin River? Oh wait, Twin Falls to see the bridge and the river. And it's pretty flat out here. Lots of hay, lots of cows. We saw a lot of sagebrush, flat country yesterday. Yeah, and and then we're headed to, well, we don't really know where we're headed, do we?
I don't know.
We're headed towards home, whatever 5 or 6 hours, 7 hours brings us to, probably somewhere near the Washington-Oregon border, and then we'll probably find a place to camp. We stayed at a hotel last night because it was really hot, like 95 degrees, and smoky, and we just couldn't see setting up camp and making dinner out in the smoke. Those are not the Shoshone Falls, because they're apparently turned off for maintenance. How do you turn waterfalls off?
There's some falls right there.
Yeah. There's a pond with cattails. Well, I guess we're gonna go see what we can see.
There you go, there's your falls.
There's some falls. We've seen better ones than that. Out for filling. Okay, well, the canyon is spectacular. There's falls over there. I guess we'll go read the sign and see what it says. Like the whole, because it's a pretty big park.
Maybe somebody's joking there.
I can't imagine that they would be.
They just put a plate up there.
Kind of a jerky thing to do. I mean, it looks pretty dry.
It does. There's
Looks
not much.
very dry.
There's the falls.
Huh.
I guess they have to clean them once in a while.
I guess.
Oh yeah, there's nothing running.
There's like nothing running.
There's where all the, it runs over all that rock there, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Huh. Well, there's a little tiny bit of water.
Huh. Wow.
Well, it's the first for everything, I guess.
We'll probably be on tomorrow morning.
Probably. Got it turned on for the weekend for the tourists.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, I have a good imagination, so I can visualize what they might look like normally. Yeah. Wow. Like way down the... It's still pretty. It's still super cool looking. I mean, that's all the rock is natural, right?
You can see where the water usually goes down.
Uh-huh. So they just... It's supposed to be a natural waterfall, and then they just dammed it to take the opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, you got water coming out there. It's going out through the diverter through the
right.
dam.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's still cool looking. This canyon is pretty incredible, though.
There's a couple of waterfalls. There's a waterfall over there.
There's, yeah, there are a couple waterfalls. Very pretty canyon. I was getting ready, yep. That is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Little Target down there.
Wow.
Wow.
And a boat down there just in case.
Yeah. There it goes. Good jump, dude. So this is the first place I saw base jumping. I don't know that I've seen it ever again. And it was, I saw it on my Facebook memories yesterday. It was 7 years ago yesterday. Or 8 years ago yesterday. Way down there. It's way down there. Very calm water. Probably because they have the falls turned off.
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes. Just drifting down. I'm sure it gets a little windy in here. This is probably a little challenging sometimes. Today looks pretty calm so far. More jumper. I was gonna say dude, but it could be a woman, so. Here they go. Wow, this is so fast. Oh my gosh.
They're rely on that chute opening.
Yeah, there's no backup really. They have a little kind of tiny backup thing, I guess, but there's a split second to make all those decisions and do them right. Wow, very cool.
We got here just in time.
We did. That was great timing. Awesome. Man, this canyon is amazing. It's our final day of vacation and I'm squinting. It is super bright out here. But we are in Richland, which is the Tri-Cities, and we've got a hotel right on the water and it's super pretty. Let me show you. There's so many fishermen out. It is Saturday. And we're right here on the Columbia and it is a gorgeous day. It rained most of the day yesterday and it was smoky, and this is just an unbelievable morning. Such a turnaround from what it was last night. We walked to dinner last night on that path about a mile down and we were soaking wet by the time we got there. It wasn't too bad on the way back. It had pretty well dried out, but what a beautiful morning. All right, it's day 15, our final day on the road, and we are headed home. We're in Richland, Washington right now. And there is Mike back there somewhere, coming back from taking the luggage cart, and off we go.
Off we go.
Any final words?
No.
Jeep is dirty.
Yeah, everything's dirty.
But she did really well. Are you driving?
Yeah.
Okay. Gorgeous day. And hopefully it won't be too smoky through Yakima. But otherwise, not anticipating any issues. It says it's cloudy at home, so.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our last dispatch from our Utah, Colorado
Prepare
trip.
to exit the highway in 2 miles towards Washington 169.
That lady interrupts me a lot. Alright, so this is our last dispatch from our Utah, Colorado trip. And we're almost home. And, you know, not super excited to be home. Glad to be sleeping in our own beds. Glad to be maybe not driving 6 hours a day. Well, there's that.
92 and a half hours, almost 3,500 miles.
Wow, that's a lot. We were saying it's a full-time job. 90.
We didn't hit 100 hours. We need to go drive around.
Oh, did we? All day?
Another 8 hours.
I don't need to hit 100 hours. I think we're good. I think 92 hours is plenty. Especially considering some of it was done at 1 and 2 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're good. So almost 3,500 miles. That is a really healthy road trip. So we are probably glad to be off the road for a minute or two. Glad to be coming home to a nice, sunny, warm day. And we can enjoy the rest of our Saturday.
Exit the highway towards Washington
This lady
169.
And enjoy our Sunday tomorrow. And we're not going to mention the W word for Monday. So that's it. Bye-bye.
Bye.